Hello everyone! It is Vacation Arms, our arm-focused Pilates Interval Training vacation class. We are going to start by doing some nice arm mobility. This is a very focused arm class. I am using 5-pound weights in this class. You can use 2 pounds, 3 pounds, or even bottles of water, whatever you have on hand to give you a little bit of resistance. I'm just doing a bit of a gentle tricep stretch here. Arms coming down to the side, up. And I'm not yanking the elbow toward the head, but I'm just gently drawing it to increase that stretch. We are looking at 18 exercises, one round of 18 exercises, 35 seconds on, 10 seconds off. In that 10 seconds, I show you quickly the next exercise, what you can expect. And at any point, you can drop the weights during this. I'm going into a big wide leg squat for a big side bend. I want to make sure my whole lateral line is lengthened and stretched. My shoulder blade is allowing itself to move, and I'm feeling a stretch through the lats and that serratus. There is a lot of very controlled arm work here. I am working with a heavier set of weights. I haven't worked with 5 pounds in quite a while, but I wanted to give myself that challenge. I'm on vacation. I want to still challenge my body. I've just rolled myself down and I'm going to stack myself tall all the way up. Grabbing my weights, we are going to get right into it with some palm up arm circles. So making sure that you are standing on equal weighted feet, draw those shoulders up and back, arms out to the side in your peripheral vision, and here we go, palms up. So you want to make sure that the arms are in front of the shoulder joint, not behind the shoulder joint. That is far too stressful. And just doing nice little circles here, deepening those abdominals. Glutes are still active. There's energy throughout my entire foot here. Baby toe, big toe, heel on both feet. Very, very active to support and stabilize the body. Just make sure you're not locking those knees out. Keep a little softness there. Oh my goodness. From there, we are moving into a bicep curl with a heel lift. So rolling those shoulders back for support. Keep that collarbone wide. Here we go. Bicep, lift those heels and down. Bicep curl and down. So the heels are lifting with the arms and they're lowering as the arms lower. And again, I'm aiming for equal weight across all 10 toes, especially the big toe knuckles. I don't want you to roll out to your baby toes on this. It's going to stress your ankles. Finding that bicep curl, keep that collarbone wide, those shoulder blades active. Almost done here. And then we've got another round of arm circles. Here we go. Palms down arm circles this time. Again, find that equal weight, deepen those abdominals, shoulders back. Here we go. Let's lift those arms up. Palms down arm circles. At this point, I'm starting to regret having chosen 5 pounds, but I've committed to it. I'm going to do it. I do love a good challenge. I hope you do too. Breathing through it. Finding those arms. Again, you can drop the weight at any point if it starts to go up into the neck and it really starts to feel uncomfortable. Almost done, and we are moving into a wide leg squat in a moment. All right, wide leg squat with a hug the moon. As we go down in our squat, the arms come up overhead and we bring those arms down to our hips as we come out of the squat. Let's go. Shoulders back, down, arms up, arms down, legs up. Find that squat. Find that peripheral vision. So again, don't send those arms too far back. You want them in your peripheral vision. It's a little bit less stressful for your shoulder joint. Deepen those abdominals. Breathing through it. We're going to challenge ourselves in a moment by staying in that squat and doing some big arm pumps up to the sky. Almost done. Equal weight pressing up. All right, here we go. So wide leg squat and the arms are going to press up overhead. Let's go down into that nice big squat. Deepen those abdominals and arms up and down. Stay in the squat. Press those arms up to the ceiling. Use the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale it down. Breathing through it. You got this. Again, drop the weights if you feel you need to. You can do all of this without any weight at all. Keep going. Smile through it. We're so close. We're moving into a rotation after this. And up. So I am dropping one weight. I'm going to hold one weight in my hand. And as I rotate, I'm going to lift the heel that I'm rotating toward. So down into my squat, rotating one direction, lift the heel. Rotate the opposite direction, lift that heel. Rotate and rotate. Consider this a nice little break for the arms, but adding a little bit of load for those obliques to take on. So we're getting extra tone for the obliques here. Really focus on making sure those knees are tracking over the centers of the toes. They're not dropping in, but instead there's a nice openness and rotation in that thigh bone. The knees are tracking through the center of the foot. We are almost done here, and up. From here, we're moving into a nice little hip hinge and pressing the arms back. We're going to wake up those back muscles. So send the bum back behind you, deepen those abdominals. Here we go. Pressing back and down, pressing back and down. Waking up those lats, that mid back. Equal weight across all of those feet. Breathing through it. You want to make sure you're not popping your ribs here. So really keep those abdominals nice and active. Keep the sternum and the pubic bone in one line. Almost done. And we're moving into a little tricep work here. And up. Whew. Okay, going back into our hinge, bending the elbows by our side. And as we tricep back, we're going to lift one heel. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Lift one heel with both arms back. Lift one heel with both arms back. Little tricep kick back. Adding a little bit of an extra challenge with that heel lift. Now I'm trying really hard here not to swing my hips side to side as I lift that heel. I want to keep thinking of my bum reaching straight back behind me. Lots of support through my pelvis. Lots of support through my core. Keep going. We are almost done. Last exercise we're going to do here is a tricep pulse with the heels lifted. This is a balance challenge. Tricep pulse, pulse it back. All right, let's do this. Coming into that nice lift of the heels, hinge of the hip, pulse those arms back. This is definitely a big balance challenge. Try to find equal weight across the feet, especially those big toes. You can see that even I faltered a little bit there. It is a tough challenge. You can lower the heels if it is too much and just do the pulses. Almost done. So close. 3, 2, 1. And we are going to bring those heels down and up. Dropping one of the weights, we are going into a lunge and we're going to do a rotation here. So I've got my right leg out in front of me. My left arm has the weight. Reaching forward, here we go. I'm going to rotate through my torso as I lift the arm up to the ceiling. Rotate back toward the leg as the arm reaches down to the ground. Nice rotation here. Controlling through that spine, through that torso. We've got a nice little series here where that right leg is going to stay as the stabilizing leg throughout this little mini series. We are almost done. All right. Staying down on that right leg, the arm is going to come up and we're going into a little tricep dip. So when you're ready, hinging into that leg, arm up, we're going to bring the weight toward the temple and then reach it back up to the ceiling, focusing on that tricep. Look up at that weight as you do it. Deepen those abdominals and make sure that knee isn't starting to fall in. You, again, want to track it over those center toes. Almost done with the single weighted work. We're going back to 2 weights in a minute. Breathing through it. So close here and up. Grabbing both weights. Again, my right leg is still the same leg out in front. I'm doing a split squat where I pull the arms up out in front of me. Here we go. Split squat, lift those arms up, deepen those abdominals down. So get a little bit of glute work in here. That right leg is going to really propel up through that right glute. Keep that collarbone wide and those shoulders really active so you don't start to collapse through the upper body as those arms come up. Up and down. Up and down. Almost done. And then we're moving into a row. All right, from here, we're gonna row the arms in and tap that left leg in at the same time. So the right leg is still working to stabilize you. Bring those arms out, and here we go. Tap it all in and out. Tap it in and out. Row those elbows in. Keep that collarbone wide. Shoulder blades sliding in toward each other. This is the last exercise in that mini series, and then we have to do all of it on the other side. Find that hip hinge, deepen those abdominals. Just watch that you don't start to pop that rib forward. Keep those ribs really supported with those abs. We are so close to finishing on this side. Let's do this and up. Getting ourselves ready. Drop one weight. Left leg is coming forward now. We're gonna find that rotation through the spine. Here we go. Rotate and open the chest up toward the camera and turn back toward the mat. Opening up and down. I'm bending my elbow through, kind of hugging the weight close to the body as it passes through. So close, deepen those abs. You can see I'm starting to slow down a little bit here. The weight is starting to get heavy, so I've chosen to slow down rather than push through and potentially injure myself. We are moving here into our tricep work. Are you ready? Come back down into that left leg. Bring the arm up. Here we go. Tricep and up. Tricep and up. That weight is coming toward the temple. Breathing through it. Lots of obliques happening here to help stabilize that torso in this rotation. So what I love about using weights is it becomes a full body exercise, even though the arms are the focus. Everything is getting some work here. And isn't that what you want? You want a quick workout when you're on vacation. You want to get it done, but you want to feel like your whole body has been activated. Let's grab that second weight. We are moving into our split squat with the arms coming up. So left leg is forward. Here we go. Down and up. Lower the body, lift those arms, and propel yourself up through that left glute. Keep on going. Again, drop the weight at any point if you need to. You will still get work here. Almost done, and then we have that last little exercise in this series, that row tap. Down and up, and here we go. This is going to be our row tap. So find that weight onto the left leg. When you're ready, arms out, and we're going to bring that row in. That leg is going to tap in and reach out. Deepen those abs. Slide those shoulder blades together. That's it. Keep going. 35 seconds. Breathing through it. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. One last exercise after this and you're all done. Just some nice little weighted side bends to finish up this series. Here we go. And we're done. Okay, we have one last exercise. It is a side bend and up and an alternating to the other side. So here we go. Let the weight take you into your side bend and melt that oblique back down toward the hip to come up. This really targets the obliques in side bending. Adding that load. Resist that load as you come back up. Inhale down. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale down, exhale, coming back up. Let the weight take you down and up. So close, but a nice way to end, getting those obliques to kick in, but also allowing the arms a little bit of rest. And we're done. That is it. Let's put those weights down. All right, give those arms a shake, give those hands a shake. Nice big circles here, just like how we started. Let those shoulder blades move with freedom and ease. Going into our tricep stretch here, arms up. And again, I'm not yanking my elbow to my head. I'm just gently applying some pressure to feel that stretch. It's almost like I want to lift the tissue up and over as I go into that stretch. And we're going to bring the arm forward now. Again, I'm not pushing the arm into my chest, but I'm just gently drawing the arm and adding a little rotation here to deepen that stretch. Let's do the other side. I'm gently pulling the arm across the chest and adding a little bit of rotation. Back to center. And that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. I love that you joined me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great vacation.